And welcome back to Metropole Sports Center. Early on the show today, we are talking about Tour de France, and now these are interesting facts that you need to know about Tour de France in terms of money. Now, the first place winner of the Tour de France wins a total of $556,000. The second place person gets a total of approximately $222,000. The third place takes a total of $111,000, and then the fourth place takes a total of $77,840. The fifth place person takes a total of 55,600, and then there is an award that is usually given to the person in the 20th up to the 160th position, who gets a total of 1,100 each. Speaking of Tour de France, here's also some interesting facts that you need to know about Tour de France. This is just a brief profile about Tour de France. The first Tour de France race was held in 1903 and was created by Henry Desgrange, who was a journalist in France. The cyclists earn monetary rewards for best climber, most aggressive rider, and the best young rider. There are other categories which I haven't mentioned, but are really interesting categories that are usually looked at when they are awarding the winners in the competition. Then the riders consume a total of 123,900 calories in the average in the whole duration that they are. That the competition takes about 3 weeks. So the amount of calories that the athletes have to consume to have the energy. Remember, Tour de France is a competition that involves a lot of physical activity, cycling around the city of France. In case you're wondering how much is 123,900 calories, well, that's an estimated to be a total of 200 bottles of champagne or 495 croissants. So another interesting fact that you need to know about Tour de France is the youngest competitor who won the Tour de France was known as Henry Cornet, and he won it in 1905. That is a year after it was formed, and he was 19 years old at the time. Maurice Garin, who won the 1903, the three runners-up were all disqualified because they were accused of winning the Tour de France using a train. Imagine cheating to that level. So they were disqualified out of the competition. The final fact that you need to know about Tour de France was alcohol was consumed to ease pains during the race. Now, those are interesting facts that you need to know about Tour de France. Now, early on the show also, we were paying tribute to Formula One legend, that is Sir Moss, who passed on this past week at the age of 90 years old. Now, these are some of the tributes that were poured out in his honor by some of the people that he had the opportunity to work with. Remember, these are team members from Mercedes and other stakeholders in the motorsport arena. Now, a former team Mercedes-Benz had the following to say about Sir Moss. They said, "Today the sporting world lost not only a true icon and a legend, but a gentleman. The team and the Mercedes motorsport family have lost a dear friend. Sir Sterling will miss you." Formula One champion, that is Lewis Hamilton, had the following to say, "Today we say goodbye to Sir Sterling Moss, the racing legend. I certainly will miss our conversation. Sending my prayers and thoughts to his family. May he rest in peace." And then the president of the FIA, that is Jean Dot, who was in the country sometime last year, said the following: "Very sad day. Sterling Moss has left us after a long fight. He was a true legend in motorsport and he will remain so forever. My thoughts go out to his wife Susie and his family and friends." And Formula One champion, that is Mario Andretti, had the following to say: "Just heard the very sad news. My dear friend Sterling Moss has died. He was my hero and such a kind man, beloved by everyone. He was a true giant in our sport and will be missed forever." Finally, this is the Formula One boss, Eddie Jordan, had the following: "He was one of the greatest drivers ever. You don't need to enlarge on that. He was all powerful. He was the one person that transcended the sport. Well, that's all the time that we had on Metropole Sports Center. Do wish you a fantastic weekend. Stay safe, sanitize. See you next week, same place, same time. Good night.